Yeah, I would recommend getting some music at home. I'll show different versions of the exercise, starting with the easier one, number 1, a little bit harder, number 2, and then number 3. We're gonna start with a warm-up. So you can do marching in a chair, that will be number 1. Marching on the feet, that would be number 2. And then number 3, you can do a light jog. Okay, so we're gonna do this for 60 seconds. So number 1 here, marching, and I want you to pick whichever exercise is right for you. Stick with that one. I'll probably alternate between the different ones throughout the exercise. We've got 20 seconds left. So it's 3. Good work. 10. Okay, jumping jacks here. Number 1, like so. Number 2, like this. And 3, full jumping jacks. So we're gonna do a 5-minute warm-up. Make sure that your area is tidy and you're not tripping on anything. Good work. 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're gonna step out to the side. So here, number 1, out to the side. Number 2, on the feet, out. 3, bigger. Okay, the arms, as you step out, stretch out. So here, like so. Good work. So we're gonna have quite the hot week this week, I think. Good work, 10 seconds. And 5, 3, 2, 1. So now, step out, together, out, together, out, together. On the feet, like this. Good work. So number 1, on the chair, 2, on the feet, 3, bigger. And if you want to add bounce, angle your foot out like this. Good work. Nice, 15 seconds. Go into a front step. So here, number 1, on the chair, stepping out, arms coming back. On the feet, here, number 2, up, and 3, bigger, more bend in the leg. You can add a bounce as you come back together. Good work. So here, I want you to choose exercise that's right for you. I'm just cycling between the different ones. On the side, it looks like this. Number 1, number 2, here, here, and 3. Good work. Okay, let's take it back. in the chair, here, here, here. Good work. So that's number one. Number two, right here. And three, farther back, more bend. Excellent. 30 seconds. $15. We're going to stretch it out. Good work. Excellent. So we're going to do some dynamic stretches. So with the arms, making circles, staying within the range of motion that you feel comfortable. So if you can make big ones, great. You can just go to here, that's good too. And let's go backwards now. All these things can be done in the chair as well. So yeah, we're gonna do Tabata intervals today. And I'll explain as we go what that is, but what we're gonna do. So let's do the shoulders now, rolling forward. We're gonna take two exercises. We're gonna go for 20 seconds for one exercise, 10-second rest, 20 seconds for another exercise, and we're gonna do 4 repeats like that. So that makes up 4 minutes. Let's go backwards. That makes up 4 minutes, and we're gonna do a total of 4 4-minute bouts. Different exercises, each 4-minute bout. But don't worry, I'll guide us through as we go, and I think it'll start to make sense. So, standing or in a chair, gently reaching to the side to where you feel comfortable. A gentle stretch on the side of your body here. Good work. Rotations. Okay, so let's take it up with the arms and then down. So you can do this one standing as well. Up and down, just gently bending forward to where you feel a stretch in the back of the legs. Good work. So on the feet here. Down. So be sure to come back next Wednesday. And Friday as well, but next Wednesday we're going to have guests come in, the second half of the exercise group at 1:30 to do some yoga. One of my colleagues is a yoga instructor, so she'll be able to show us a lot better than some of the yoga moves that I go over. Okay, so yeah, we'll get into our first set. So for today, we're gonna do jumping jacks and push-ups. So jumping jack, we did before in the warm-up. Our number 1 is here. Our number 2 is here. And number 3 is here. So we're gonna do that for 20 seconds and then push-ups. So easiest one is our wall push-up. So number 1 here. We wanna have our elbows in tucked, okay? Otherwise, using a counter or a table that's in place, as you start to get lower, you're gonna get more challenged. Flat push-up is very challenging. So number 1, wall push-up. 2, counter, kitchen counter, or a table that's up against the wall would be our number 2. And then 3 would be a push-up on the ground. Okay, so those 2 exercises we're gonna alternate between. Actually, I'll give us a minute, just or 30 seconds, grab a sip of water. Okay, make sure you got water, especially if you don't have air conditioning at home. So take breaks as you need. If you need to slow things down or just stop completely, that's not a problem at any point. We're gonna go in 10 seconds with jumping jacks. Again, I'll cycle through the different versions, but I want you to choose one and stick with it. Okay, here we go, and good. Number 2 right here. And 3. And yeah, it's not a problem to, if you find, you started with a harder exercise, to drop down time, or if you find it much too easy to go up one. But just want you to know that you're not gonna switch like I'm switching between. So we got our wall push up here. Okay, elbows tucked in. We're going. 10 seconds left. So the changes happen pretty quick. And time. So that's our first set of each exercise. We got 3 more. Back to jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1. So number 2 right here. Again, if it takes you a little longer, excuse me, just to get set up, that's not a problem. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Push-ups. And 3, 2, 1. So my arms are at chest level, my elbows slightly tucked. Standing a little further back from the wall. Going to give you more challenge. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Jumping jacks in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. This is number 3. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Back to push-ups. So I don't have a table here, but this flat push-ups gonna get very tiring. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. But either way, if it's on a wall, table, this motion here stays the same. Okay, here we go, jumping jacks. Number 2. So, thing with these ones is you're not actually jumping, which is great. If you want a low impact option. Good job. Okay. We have push-ups in 3, 2, 1. So our last set here. So I notice my hands are a little too high. I'm going to put them down lower. As I start to step further away from the wall, in order to keep that angle with my arms, I need to bring them down a little bit lower. Excellent. Good, we'll take a full minute rest. Grab a sip of water, and I'll explain the next exercises. we're gonna do squats and running, walking on the spot. So for squats, if you're having a lot of knee pain, real simple, just extending those legs, focusing on contracting the quadriceps. So we're not even gonna do a squat. Chair squat here would be our number 2. So this is number 1, number 2. Here, ideally your chair is a little higher, like that. Feet shoulder width apart for all of these. Number 3, we have our squats here, like so. And then number 4, we got weighted squats like this, okay? So, you can just hear some noise, so I'm gonna mute everyone. I'm just gonna look at the chat as well. Don't. Yeah. Yes. So we're gonna go ahead and start. And sorry, that was a full 2 minutes. 10 seconds. I'll explain the other one as we go. So squats in 3, 2, 1. So our number 1, extending, squeezing the quadriceps. 2, right here. You can sit back all the way or just touch. That's going to make it a little bit harder. And time. Marching on the spot. So in the chair, just lifting the legs, arms, opposite. Otherwise here would be number 2. And then running. Okay, we'll go ahead and start. So here, be number 1, 2 on the feet, and 3, picking up the pace, and time. I'm gonna go back to squats in 3, in 3, 2, 1. Number 1, right here. Good job. 10 seconds. Number 2, here. Number 3, here. Feet shoulder width apart. Time. Marching on the spot. In 3, 2, 1. Good work. And make sure your surroundings are clear. I just need this so that I can explain the different options, but otherwise, I would have this space entirely clear. And time. So we're halfway through. Our hardest version, squatting with a weight. We'll go ahead and start. Ten seconds left. And time. And go. Ten seconds. Awesome. So one more set for each. Squats in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So Option number 3, bodyweight squat. You can improve on this by gradually increasing your depth, okay? Once you get to about when your thighs are parallel with the ground, then maybe consider adding weight and time. Last set. Marching on the spot in 3, 2, 1. Good work. And 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Grab another sip of water. Okay, so next up we have our front step. So front step or kind of across. So you're gonna, on the number 1, would just be stepping, slight turn, okay? So boom, or you can just kind of go more front if you're concerned about your knees. Otherwise, you can angle your step a bit. That's number 1. Number 2, here, stepping forward, not quite crossing the midline, just a slight angle. Number 3, bigger, crossing the midline of your body on that diagonal. Arms, as you step, come back, cross when you come together. Yeah? And then rows. So band row here. So my back be nice and straight. Grab nice and low here. Rowing like so. Elbows in tight to the body, squeezing the shoulder blades back. Okay, that's the gentlest option, but that's also a great option if you have a strong enough band. Gentler option with the dumbbells. You have your hand on a chair, and your back is going to be nice and flat, and you're using your arm for support. Then the other arm is going to row and pull up, okay? And then for 20 seconds, you do one side, and you switch. You end up doing each side twice. Harder version, double arm, like so, at the same time, bending those knees, getting your back nice and flat. Okay, those are our 2 exercises. And we'll go ahead and start with that cross step. Go ahead and start here, here. Good work. Pop, pop. Okay, if you want to take it just forward, no problem. Good time. We have the rows. So I'll show the band row for this one and go. So row. Excellent. 10 seconds left. Perfect. 3, 2, 1. If you're using just one dumbbell, you're going to alternate next time. Front step here. So number 2, being sure to stay balanced. Number 3, bigger. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. So switching arms if you're doing one arm dumbbell row here. Okay, go ahead and start. Other side. About 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Good work and time. Back to that front step or cross step. In 3, 2, 1. So here or here, angle. If you're concerned about balance, coming more forward than side. If you want more challenge, step it further. Time. Rows. Switching arms again. If you're doing a single, you're doing a double. Bend in the knees. Back is nice and flat, but I'm hinged at the hip. Okay, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. We got one more of each. Cross step and go. Concerned about the knees, just bring it forward. Nice and slow, controlled. Time. Last set of rows. So the lower you grab down on the band, go ahead and start, the harder it's going to be. So right here, it's going to be harder than if I'm loosening up with the tension. Okay, so I can wrap it around my wrists and just go a little further if that doesn't bother your hands. Good. Time. Excellent. Well done. So we'll take another minute rest, and then we're going to do one last 4-minute round, and then cool down, finish off with some stretching. So last 2 exercises, mountain climbers and bicep curls. So mountain climber number 1 would be, so kind of like a chair march, but we're going to add the arms. The arms are going to be pulling, kind of like we're climbing a rope, like so. Okay, and you can adjust the speed as you want. That's number 1. Number 2, putting a chair up against the wall or putting your hands on the couch. You're going to make a nice planking position, and then the knee is going to come in. You'll notice my shoulders are right above my hands. I'm coming in like this, and then the speed is also, again, going to dictate the intensity. Hardest version would be flat on the ground, like so. Okay, so that's mountain climbers. Bicep curls, either with the weights or dumbbells. You can do, easier would be doing one, all the way up, all the way down, and then the other. So boom, boom, and so on. If you want harder, you can do both at the same time, or as one is up, the other one's coming down, and vice versa. That's going to be the same as doing both at the same time. standing or seated, dumbbells or bands. With the band, my band disappeared on me. Here it is. You're going to stand on it or sit on it. Sorry, not sit on it, but have your feet underneath it. So it will be easier when you're seated. It's going to get harder because the band is stretched out when you're standing. So you can choose which one you want to do, but we'll go in 30 seconds. Okay, I'm going to start with those mountain climbers. In 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So reaching up. 10 seconds left. Keep it going here. And 3, 2, 1. Sorry, let us go a little long. Bicep curls. And go. So I'm going to do boom, easier version, one at a time, because you're going to be doing less repetitions in those 20 seconds. Harder would be doing them both at the same time or alternating while they're both moving. Good. Back to mountain climbers. Hardest version, flat on the floor, and go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bicep curls. In 3, 2, 1. So here we go. Elbow, in all cases, stays right by your side. Okay, so the elbow stays fixed. It's just my lower arm moving. 3, 2, 1. Good work. Halfway through our last Tabata round. You guys are doing awesome. And here we go, mountain climbers. So good work. And time. I don't know if you've seen this, some of these gyms, they have like a rope machine that you can actually pull. That's what it kind of reminds me of. Bicep curls. And go. Here we go. Ten seconds left. And time. Got one more of each. In 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and start. Just want to get a different angle here. So shoulders right over top of my hands. My hips are centered. They're not too high, not too low. My back is straight. And time. And last set. And go. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. So even for me, counting makes me slow it down, which is good. Time. Better to be slow and controlled than quick and possibly have an injury. So we'll start chest chest stretch here. So you're going to put a hand up against the wall with your thumb up, just like so, and then gently turn away until you feel a stretch in the shoulder, chest. You might feel a stretch in the wrist too, and the arm. That's normal. So we did dynamic stretching at the beginning where we're going through a range of motion. Now we're doing static stretching where we're holding. Since our muscles are warm, it's a good time to work on flexibility. Whereas when we're doing dynamic stretching at the beginning, we're getting our muscles ready for exercise. Good, we'll switch. These stretches, we're going to hold them for about 30 seconds, but you can hold them for up to 60 or more. So I got my palm open, thumb is facing up, like so. Sometimes if people have wrist pain and they want to do a chest stretch, you can use just putting your fist like this up against the wall and then turning away can be a good alternative. I see so many chipmunks in my backyard. They're always just like wandering through. Apparently my neighbor's cat has caught a few and brings them home to her. Okay, good. So with a wall or a table, something between here, wall, table, counter, hands here. We're going to stretch out the lats right back here, the upper back. So just allowing your arms to be straight and letting your body sink in to where you feel a stretch in the shoulders and upper back. Excellent. Okay, hip flexors. So here, one leg back, one forward, and you're gonna let your body sink forward. And you want to imagine your pelvis kind of turning backward. You can squeeze your glutes a bit, but you should feel it in the front of the side of the leg that's back. Okay, so right here. And if you're comfortable, you can add a bit more depth by moving your foot forward. If you want an additional stretch with that same side of the leg that's back, your arm can reach over your head, like so. And that's going to add a little bit more stretch to the hip flexors. Okay, we'll switch. So here. Keeping your body up nice and tall. Good work. And if you want to add that stretch to the side here, like that. Good, hamstrings. So one knee bent, one leg straight, keeping the back straight but hinging at the hip. So my spine stays straight, but just I'm bending right at the hip level. Okay, and it's okay if you don't reach your toe all the way to your foot. If I make sure to keep my spine straight, I can feel the hamstrings are getting stretched very quickly. I don't have to go that far forward. Good, and we'll switch. So, yeah, I will put this up on YouTube. I'm hoping it recorded okay. And this is a good type of training if you want a shorter aerobic workout. So it's about 40 minutes with all the stretching and warm up. Okay, I think I said to switch sides. Okay, and you can add any other stretches that you like. But otherwise, great work today.